Hi students, do you like to look at the sky after sunset? I too love to look at it. But even if you don't, you would love to after learning this chapter. So, if you look at the sky at night, what do you see? Dark sky, some twinkling shiny tiny lights. Those are not only stars, but there are many more objects in the sky other than stars. And why can't you look at them in the morning? You know the reason, right? Because there is sun in the sky at that time, and because of sun's bright light, you cannot see the stars. So let's dive into this chapter and get you more information about our universe and our own Earth in the solar system. Let's begin. So, all the objects in the sky are called celestial bodies. What all objects? There are many types of objects. There are stars, there are planets, there are satellites. Not only stars are there which you see at night in the sky. Sometimes you see some light falling like this from the sky. It's not only a star, there can be many things other than stars. Those are also celestial bodies which are found in the sky. So there are many types of things in the sky. First one is stars, obviously. They are very big, very hot, and they are made up of gases and they emit their own heat and light. Stars you can see they are twinkling and they have own light and they have their own heat. One of the example of stars is the sun. Okay, you can see the sun. The sun is also a star. Then there are planets in the sky. You cannot see any light around planets. Sometimes you look up in the sky and you see some little star-like object, but it's not a star. Sometimes it's a planet, and planets don't have their own light or heat. It's sometimes reflecting the light of the sun. Okay, so Earth is also a planet. You saw the example of star. Sun is a star. You saw the example of planet. Earth is a planet. It does not have its own heat and light. It reflects the sun's light, right? During the days you see sun's light, during the night you see moon, and moon also does not have its own light. We'll learn about it later. Then there are satellites also in the sky. These are celestial bodies that move around planets. Satellites can be natural also and artificial also. Moon is Earth's satellite. And what type of satellite it is? It's a natural satellite. It's not human made. Okay, let's move ahead. So, we'll now learn about stars and constellations. What is this big word, constellation, you might be wondering? It's nothing. It's very simple. Constellation is a group of stars that are forming patterns. Okay, you see at night there are twinkling stars. You think they are only that size that you see? No, they appear tiny because they are very far away. So, stars are very big, they have their own heat and light, but they appear tiny because they are very far away. And the groups of stars that form patterns are called constellations. It's not a very difficult word. You can learn it by breaking its spelling down. It's constellations. You can learn it like this. Okay. There are many examples of constellations. One is Saptrishi. It's this one. You can see it here. It's the name of 7 sages, the 7 rishis, and it is a part of a constellation called Ursa Major. You can see it. Sometimes look up at the sky, you can spot this easily, okay, in the clear sky. Then there is this pole star. It is also called North Star. In earlier times when people didn't have GPS or mobile phones at night, how do you think they found directions to their homes? They looked up, they saw Ursa Minor because it was easy to spot it in the sky, and then they looked at this one star which was the brightest, and it was the pole or North Star. So it gave them direction to north, so they could find their other directions as well. Okay, and my favorite constellation is the Orion. You can spot it very easily, and I also love to look at sky and I can find this easily in the sky. Tell me which constellation is your favorite. Research about it and let me know. So Now we learn about the solar system. You just think that it is the family of sun. Solar, it's related to the sun. So you can think that solar system is the family of sun, right? So what does it include? It includes the sun, obviously, the 8 planets we learn about, the satellites, natural or human made, the meteoroids, and the asteroids. These are not difficult words. You will learn about it. So let's learn about the sun first. What is sun? It's a medium-sized star. It is made up of hot gases and it is source of all energy for the solar system. And it is located about 150 million kilometers from Earth. And do you know how much time it takes for the light to travel from the sun to Earth? It takes 8 minutes. It's just a trivia for you all. So the sun is made up of hot gases. It is source of all energy. If there would be no sun, then there would be no light, no heat. The earth would not be a livable place, right? And it's the center of the solar system. We learn about the planets, the other members in solar system, or you can say sun's family, right? So there are 8 planets from the sun, like there is sun, and then from here there are 8 planets. The first one is near to the sun, then other ones. Okay, so let's learn about it. The first one is Mercury, then second Venus, then Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Repeat after me. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now you at least know the names of the planet. No need to take any stress about remembering or memorizing it. There is a very easy trick that you can use to remember the names of these planets. So this is my very efficient mother just served us nuts. My M stands for Mercury, then V for Venus, E for Earth, M Mars, J Jupiter, S Saturn, U Uranus, and N for Neptune. Okay, so let's move ahead with the information about planets. All planets move in elliptical orbits around the sun. So like this is the sun and the planets move around it like this. Okay, sun is in the center and the planets move around it like this. Okay, these planets are divided into 2 categories. The first one is inner planets, which are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. It's so easy. There are 8 planets. Okay, the first 4 are inner planets and the last 4 are outer planets because they are far from sun. Okay, you can remember it like this. The inner planets are rocky. Okay, Earth is rocky. You have water, land, everything. Mars is also like that. But the outer planets are gas giants. They are not made up of rocks. They are gas giants. The Jupiter, it is the biggest planet in the solar system. It's also made up of gas. Okay, and then Venus is there, the second planet of solar system. It is called Earth's twin. Why it is called Earth's twin? Because of its similar size and shape to the Earth. Okay, the Venus and Earth are similar in size and shape. Then there was one more planet in the solar system few years ago, but it is no longer a planet. Which was it? It was Pluto. It was sent into the category of a dwarf planet since 2006. It was a very small planet, so it was removed from the solar system and called a dwarf planet. So you can note this trick to remember the names of the planets. Let's take a look at the planets for once. You can see this is the sun, center of the solar system. Then the closest planet to it is Mercury. Then the second one is Venus. Then third is Earth. Then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These objects, you must be wondering, what are these around the planets? These are rings of the planets and they are made up of gases. Okay, these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are inner planets, and these last four are outer planets, right? Then we learn about the Earth, a unique planet. Why is it a unique planet among all the eight others? Because it supports life. Can you live in Mercury? Can you live in Venus? No, you can't. Why? Because they either don't have water, air, oxygen, or any suitable temperature. You can never live in Mercury. It's so close to the sun. You would be burnt because of the sun's heat, right? Then the Earth is a unique planet because it supports life. It has water, air, oxygen, and suitable temperature. All you need for living, right? And it's the third planet from the sun. And if you see in size, so it is the fifth largest. Jupiter is the largest planet in size, then others, and then others, and then if you see according to size, then Earth is the fifth one, fifth largest. Okay, its shape is called a geoid because it is slightly flattened at poles. If you see, the Earth is not totally spherical or round. It is slightly flattened at the poles. Like it's not very round, it's slightly flattened like this. Okay, so the shape is called geoid. And from space, it appears blue because of the water that it has. So it is called a blue planet, right? Let's move ahead. Then we learn about the moon. I want to tell you that moon is my favorite celestial body. You tell me about yours. So we learn about moon. It's Earth's satellite. Okay. Its distance from Earth is 3,84,400 kilometers. But it still appears large because it's close to Earth. It's not that far जितने दूर stars हमसे हैं. It is closer to Earth than the stars, right? That is why it appears large. Stars are also big, but they are far away. That's why they appear tiny. But moon is big and it is close, so it appears large. And it takes about 27 days to orbit Earth. Look, the same way the planets move around the sun, the same way moon moves around the Earth. Earth is here, it is still, and the moon moves like this around the Earth, right? And it takes 27 days to orbit Earth. Like the moon started from here, and it will take 27 days to come back to this position again. Okay, and its diameter is 1/4 that of Earth. If Earth is this big, so it will be 1/4 part of Earth. It will be this big, right? So moon has no air, water, or life, and it is covered in craters, mountains, and plains. Okay, this is a picture of moon, and it is covered in craters. What are these craters? There are many asteroids or rocks in the sky. We'll learn about it now after this. These rocks fall into the moon, और जब ये गिरते हैं तो वहाँ पे गड्ढे हो जाते हैं, and these गड्ढे, these are called craters. You look at the moon closely on the full moon day, you will see some, कुछ दाग दिखेंगे आपको moon पे. So those are not any spots. These are the craters that we can see from far away like this. Okay, so there are mountains also and there are plains also on the moon, but there is no air, water, or life. Then there comes human-made satellites. What was moon? It was a natural satellite of Earth. And human-made satellites, these are artificial objects. These are not real. These are made by humans. Why are they made? They are made to be placed in orbit around Earth. If this is Earth, then these human-made satellites are placed in the orbit. Why are they placed? Because they are used for communication, weather forecasting, and research. These satellites, they gain the knowledge about Earth. You already get to know that today it will be raining. How do you get to know about that? Through these satellites. The scientists gain knowledge about these from the satellites and then let you know. There are some examples of human-made satellites like INSAT, IRS, EduSat. Okay. Then comes asteroids and meteoroids. Asteroids. These are small rocky bodies which are there between Mars and Jupiter, and they might be remnants of any exploded planet. Okay, I'll explain in simple words. There might be any planet in the universe. Okay, और वो planet कभी फट गया तो उसके कुछ टुकड़े रहेंगे जो space में घूमते रहेंगे, and then those टुकड़े, those pieces, those remnants, they might come to the earth or they might stay in the space, and these small rocky bodies are called asteroids, and these are found between Mars and Jupiter, the fourth and fifth planet. Then there are meteoroids. Meteoroids are small rocks in the space, and when they enter Earth's atmosphere, they burn due to friction, creating a shooting star effect. So meteoroids are small rocks which are there in moving in space, एंड व्हेन दे एंटर अर्थ्स एटमॉस्फेयर, जब वो अर्थ के एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर आते हैं, जब वो उसके करीब आ जाते हैं तो वो नीचे गिरते हैं, बट वो ऊपर जाने की कोशिश करते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ अ फोर्स कॉल्ड फ्रिक्शन. यू विल लर्न अबाउट इट लेटर इन योर ग्रेड्स. सो उसकी वजह से उनमें आग लग जाती है ड्यू टू दिस इफेक्ट, एंड देन दे क्रिएट अ शूटिंग स्टार इफेक्ट. You cannot see the fire, but you can see the light in it. And sometimes that's why we say that there is a एक टूटता हुआ तारा दिखेगा आज स्काई में. It's not टूटता हुआ तारा, it's just the meteoroids falling. It's just the small rocks of space falling on Earth. And when these hit the Earth, they form craters. There are some holes, some gaddhe in the Earth. These are craters formed by meteoroids. Okay. Then we learn about our galaxy and the universe. You can see it this way. You live in your house. There are many houses in your society. There are many societies in your city. And there are many cities in your country. Look, you are here. You are a person on Earth. Earth is a planet in the Sun's family, the solar system. The solar system is a part of the Milky Way galaxy. A galaxy is the part of a universe. The universe is so big that scientists still haven't explored even half of it. Then there are many galaxies. Okay. Then the galaxies consist of many solar systems. Okay. Here is our galaxy, that is Milky Way galaxy, which is called Akash Ganga in Hindi. And the solar system has many planets, one of which is Earth, in which you are living. So, solar system is the part of Milky Way galaxy. And what is galaxy? It is a massive system of billions of stars, gas, and dust. Okay, a galaxy has many stars, many gases, many planets, and there is not only one galaxy. This is Milky Way galaxy in which we are living. There are many galaxies still to be explored, like Nebula galaxy, and then these galaxies form a universe. Then comes the practice time. This is the end of the chapter. What all we learnt about? We learnt about the sun, the stars. Stars form a group called constellations. And we learnt about the earth, the moon, the human-made satellites, and our universe. So now let's go ahead and test your knowledge. So the planet known as Earth's twin is, which is the planet? It is Venus, right? Why it is called Earth's twin? Because it is similar in size and shape to that of Earth. Then, which is the third nearest planet to the sun? We learnt about the solar system. We got a trick to remember. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. Okay, so the third one is E for Earth. Then all the planets move around the sun in a what path? There is a path, okay, which is called orbit. This is the sun and the planets move around it, and because of moving in this orbit only, there are changes of seasons. This is the sun, and when the planets get close to it, there is summer season, and when the planets move far from it, there is winter season. So this is what type of path? This is elongated path. It's a long path. Then the pole star indicates the direction to the which direction? North. It is also called North Star. Then The asteroids are found between the orbits of which planets? I told you, it's Mars and Jupiter. Let's move ahead. Okay. A group of dash forming various patterns is called a group of stars forming various patterns. It is called a constellation, right? You know the answers. A huge system of stars is called, there is a system of stars. It is called solar system, right? Then the dash is the closest celestial body to our Earth. Which is the closest celestial body to Earth? It is Moon. That's why you can see it and it appears big. Dash is the third nearest planet to the Sun. It is none other than our Earth. Then planets do not have their own dash and dash. I told you stars have their own heat and light, but planets don't have it of their own. They get it from Sun. Earth gets its heat and light from Sun. So let's move ahead. Now, this is a quiz for all my curious heads who are curious to know more about the sky, and these are the questions. You need to Google them and find the answers. So the first one is, those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called, you need to Google it. You can even take a screenshot now. Then, who was the first man to step on the surface of the moon on 21st July 1969? And then the family of Sun is called the, you must be knowing this, I have told this many times just now. So this is the end of the lesson. I hope you all understood and enjoyed throughout. Thank you.